The root of college esports growth starts here. This is College Esports Now. Tune in to College Esports Now for the most exciting highlights and updates in collegiate gaming. Get ready for non-stop action and excitement. Catch us live every Friday and Sunday right here on ESTV. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of College Esports Now. I'm your host, Paulie Hype, and later we'll be joined by my co-host, Katie Scott, for this week's College Esports News. For now, let's head around the U for the latest in matchups, competitions, and standings. We head into the week with Monday, March 27th for the NJC AAE Rocket League Week 7, State Tech versus Central Community College. It's the final week of the NJC AAE's regular season, and both State Tech and Central are vying for a spot to get into the playoffs. But which team will grab that coveted brass ring? The first game looked like it would go into an overtime with one goal apiece, but player WrestleMania had other plans as he slammed in a goal out of nowhere for the Central lead. Game 2 was all about State Tech as Bacon Mafia and Sanchez scored early goals and made sure Central could not get any. It felt like a game of hot potato as Central went into Game 3 with a bang, as it was the highest scoring game with a total of 4 goals throughout. State Tech would not falter in Central's presence as we went into an overtime in Game 4, where State Tech claimed the win again to take us to one last game between the two teams. State Tech and Central were neck and neck as they kept on trying to shoot the ball into the net, but only one player was able to accomplish it, and it was State Tech's Bacon Mafia. State Tech claimed the win in their final game of the regular season to sit at a comfortable 5-2 record to finish it off. Next up, it's Tuesday, March 28th for the Paideia Cup matchmaking season Week 7, Powerpuff Girls versus UARC Rose. This might look like the same matchup from the previous week, but Powerpuff Girls is having a crossover special with two substitutes in Carleton University's Hans and Apple. The substitutes fell right into place as they enabled the core members of Powerpuff Girls, like Kiara, to pop off and show off their skill set. Icebox was a done deal, as Powerpuff Girls were able to claim a 13-0 on that map with several flawless rounds in between for them. The start of Ascent was looking a bit closer for the teams as UARC Rose's Cuzzy was able to clutch a couple of rounds to even the playing field. The momentum was quickly shifted in Powerpuff Girls' favor as Leah was able to attain a quick ace that led to a multitude of rounds to follow. In the end, Powerpuff Girls secured yet another victory in their pockets as they defeated UARC Rose with a 13-2 to get a 2-0 series win. Next up is the Mountain West Conference Overwatch 2 semifinals, UNLV Rebels versus Fresno State. We have two hard-hitting teams in UNLV and Fresno State, but only one of them can move on to the Mountain West Finals. We started off the series on Ilios, and UNLV came out swinging as they claimed the first round with a perfect 100%, but they had to duke it out with Fresno State to claim the overall map. It was the battle of the defenses, as both UNLV and Fresno were showing why they are two of the best teams in the Mountain West, but UNLV were the ones to come out on top to bring the series to match point. Circuit Royale was a flipped switch as the teams were going all out on the offense, with Fresno State nearly being able to escort the payload all the way to the finish line. UNLV were close to answering back and overcoming that drawn line, but Fresno State was able to hold them off to keep their finals dream alive. The last time these two met in the regular season, it was a 3-1, and UNLV's Lumi was making sure that history would repeat itself as he was single-handedly cutting down Fresno State. UNLV did indeed repeat history against Fresno State and booked their ticket to the Mountain West Finals as they will face off against the final boss, Boise State University. Next up, we head to Wednesday, March 29th for the ECC League of Legends semifinals, St. Thomas University versus Southern New Hampshire. The last time these two teams met was in week 1 of the regular season, with St. Thomas coming out on top with a 2-0 win. Can Southern New Hampshire reverse that outcome in the semifinals and book their ticket to the ECC finals? The early game was for the most part pretty close, but St. Thomas's Cooley was able to sneak and steal several objectives from under Southern New Hampshire's very noses to slowly gather a lead. The turning point would have to be when St. Thomas got a flawless ace around the Dragon Pit that led them to open up the opposing team's base. The game would actually end at the next Dragon as the Minions pushed into the Southern New Hampshire base to give St. Thomas the Game 1 win. The next game saw similar champion picks to the last, which St. Thomas's Clueless showed off that he is definitely not clueless on Thresh as he landed hook after hook on all of his foes. The momentum did not waver there for St. Thomas as they repeated history and took down Southern New Hampshire to book a date with Farmingdale State College in the finals. We round out the week with Thursday, March 30th for the NJCAAE Valorant Week 7, featuring Bismarck State versus Bryant and Stratton College. It's the final week of the NJCAAE regular season of Valorant, and the BSC Bobcats are looking to break out of a 6-way tie for first place. The first half was all about Bismarck State as they were able to clutch out several rounds to gain the lead. Bryant and Stratton College's Bobcats Unholy would not let the lead stay in the opposing team's hands for long as he was able to clutch hard to tie up the scorelines. With the tides changing in favor of the Bobcats, they were able to claim Haven as their victory before we move on to the next map, Lotus. The momentum was still in Bryan and Stratton's favor as Unholy was unstoppable on the chamber, getting so many clutch sniper kills. Bryan and Stratton Bobcats were able to defeat Bismarck State and move away from the pack for that first seed in the NJCAAE conference. Coming up next, we have a special interview with one of the competing schools that will be attending CECC Arlington. Let's take a look and listen in to what they have to say. I'm your host, Paulie Hype, and this week we have an exclusive interview with Jackson the Prive Brown from Fisher College. Jackson, how are you doing, brother? Thank you so much for joining us.
I'm doing amazing here, Paulie. It's a pleasure for having me, of course, here on this one today. My name's Jackson, like you mentioned, 20 years old. I'm from Canada, now studying here in Boston at Fisher College. Currently a junior in their sport management esports program with a focus there on that esports side of things. So it's been great here so far at this Fisher side of things, and I'm super excited to join you as well.
Yeah, thank you so much for being a part of this. Let's start this off and get right into the weeds of the interview how does it feel to you to represent Fisher College and help pioneer their esports program?
You mentioned the word pioneer there, and that's one thing that really hits home with me because it's the first year of the program. It feels great to be a part of the program when it is in those more grassroots side of things. You get to be more in the decision-making processes as all these new decisions are being made with it being so early in that program. So it feels great to be a part of them.
Yeah, that's excellent. And how does being a part of the esports program with that esports focused in management there, how has that helped to improve your overall academics?
Yeah, it just keeps me more disciplined and more in check. A lot of these leagues, a lot of these competitions that we're competing in require 2.0 GPAs, 2.5 GPAs. Those are things that you need to maintain to make sure you can compete and just stay involved here with the esports program in general. And on top of that, just being involved with that program keeps you more engaged on campus, and it keeps you more in check when it does come to the school because you spend more time on campus, you spend more time, associating yourself with the school. So it keeps you more in check there.
Yeah, that's a fantastic answer. Fisher has been known for kind of being this line straddling college in terms of their enrollment methods, right? Where they go for these ex-pro players, or maybe they go for more virtual students than some, or if not any. What's your opinion kind of pro players entering the college to compete again? Let's start there.
I think it's interesting because there's no really path to pro system right now coming from high school to college to pro,
right,
like there is for traditional sports. So a lot of these pro players are coming into the pro scene for whatever game they play at the age of 16, 17, 18, 19 years old, where then, you're getting right into a vigorous competitive schedule that by the time that, you're getting to your retiring point, 27, 28, 29, getting into your 30s, you're looking to go to school because you don't have any education. As soon as you pretty much graduated high school, you spent your time going in and competing. So we'd like to provide a space for those players to do that here. And you mentioned virtually as well. A lot of them, don't want to go onto a college campus here after 10 years down the line with a bunch of 18, 19, 20-year-old kids.
Sure.
So we do offer that online option for them as well.
And have you felt that virtual enrollment and just, really the virtual enrollment, have you felt that has increased your overall attendance to the college and been a positive strategy in terms of recruitment?
100%. And I do think that offering an online program is something that is very beneficial here to not just the school, but also to the students, because the students, everybody's situation is different, right? So it's nice to be able to offer them that option. You never know what people have to do at home, or you never know if people can go and actually afford to be attending a campus on person, whatever it may be. Everybody spent a couple years online for COVID anyhow, so a lot of people are getting more accustomed to that, and I think it is an option that we are going to see more people offer here in the future.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great way to put it there. Those COVID really had changed the way a lot of us look at schooling and work practice methods as well. Fisher, being one of the largest college esports programs in the country, we touched on a little bit about why you're attending college and what you're doing there, but just explain how you really help personally build the atmosphere, the ecosystem, and also just the overall program at Fisher College.
Yeah, so I'm a Fisher to do a lot of our marketing and our broadcasting side of things. So I handle all of our social medias, our Instagram, our Twitters. I do a lot of our hands-on recruiting here at events like PAX East, at the Boston Breach Call of Duty Major, things like that, to get into the hands-on ground foot recruiting kind of per se. And then going on to that, I do a lot of the broadcasting, right? Broadcasting for all these family and friends of our players, to broadcasting for anybody in the community that wants to watch any Fisher Esports games. I'm the one that will schedule a staff every week. We'll pick what games we're doing for the marquee matchups each night. We're live, 6-7 days a week, being able to broadcast these games. It's a pretty vigorous schedule, but it's all worth it in the end to get some of that content out. So overall, just marketing the school to new students, being within our first year, it's very important to get that marketing out and to get eyes on our program. So that is one of my main focuses.
Absolutely. And getting eyes on the program is an area that's lacked traditionally kind of in the college ecosystem and space. So to have Fisher and yourself helping to get that ground running of social media and that marketing aspects is really a fantastic job. I've seen you start as kind of, commentating on the side, getting some gigs recently in the college esports space for commentary. What's it been like starting as a student, getting in the esports program, and now finding yourself on professional broadcast essentially?
Yeah, it's been great, honestly. It's been a very humbling experience as well. Never really picturing myself to be in these shoes that I have found myself in here recently, with a lot of the offers I've been getting. It's been nice because these are offers I've been dreamed of getting, maybe 5-6 years ago, and working with some of the players I've been able to work with and whatnot. So it's been really cool to see, my own journey expand in that way. But obviously, it took so many years of hard work and grinding to get to this point. So you got to reiterate that. At the end of the day, I didn't just wake up and get here. It took a long way of hard work.
That's right. Well, congratulations to all of your success. Jackson Deprived Brown from Fisher College here. Jackson, you have any last words before we sign out?
Not too much final words here, but just thank you for having me. It was a pleasure, as always, being able to just chat about Fisher a little bit further. But other than that, thank you for having me.
Well, that's going to do it for this week's college esports competition. Coming up next, we'll be joined by my co-host, Katie Scott, for the latest in college esports news. Katie, over to you.
Thank you so much, Polly. I'm feeling a very good start for the new season this year. Let's start with some good news. Hold on tight, because we're diving right in. UK's governing body for student esports, National Student Esports, has partnered with the snack brand Pringles for the upcoming British University Esports Championship Finals. This is the country's largest esports tournament for students, with over 100 university teams from across the UK participating in a range of games every season. The upcoming finals will conclude the spring season in 2023 and will take place in the Insomnia Gaming Festival in Birmingham, one of the country's largest gaming events. The partnership will see Pringles become the official partner of the event and work with NSE on activations during the Insomnia Gaming Festival, as well as in the weeks following the event. During the festival, Pringles will work with NSE to set up different challenges and will exhibit products in the expo section of the event. The two brands have not disclosed how long the partnership will last, but have stated that it will continue beyond this event. Pringles has also announced that several weeks of gaming-related competitions will take place after the University Esports Championship Finals. Temple University, a college in Philadelphia, had its esports club partner with Nerd Street Gamers to provide students with access to their gaming hub on Broad Street. This club in Pennsylvania has approximately 120 members who compete on teams for 9 different games. The club is completely student-run and organized, and has been a good retention and recruitment tool for potential students interested in esports. With this partnership, students will have free and unlimited access to Nerd Street's local host facilities, providing them with access to state-of-the-art gaming facilities and an opportunity to improve their skills and compete in a growing industry. It's important to mention the school also offers scholarships to students in the esports club, supporting 13 students with tuition each year. Despite losing their purpose-built esports arena last year, Philadelphia still has a dedicated space for gaming and competitions. And the partnership between Temple and Nerd Street Gamers will provide students with even more opportunities to pursue their passion for esports. Smith Talent Acquisition, a new professional college recruitment service, has launched to help high school students with a passion for esports gain admission to colleges with competitive esports programs. To that end, the company has developed a free database showcasing college esports programs across the US, which will help students make informed decisions about their futures. The company, founded by industry veteran Sam Smith, offers a personalized approach to college recruitment, including consultations with students and their families to determine the best path forward and guidance on the colleges that best suit their goals. Smith Talent Acquisition services include assistance with consulting college coaches and ensuring that clients are well informed and prepared every step of the way, from initial consultations to signing day. What an exciting development in the world of esports. With its personalized approach, college recruitment has never been more fun. Leader in esports coaching and support, Heroic and premier provider of sim racing hardware, VRS, has teamed up to provide top-notch sim racing equipment and coaching to Heroic's 4 talented racers. VRS offers some of the most advanced sim racing equipment on the market, including a strong force feedback wheelbase and uniquely designed sim racing pedals. They also provide software and training through their online learning platform, making sim racing and training enjoyable for drivers. Heroic offers expertise and commitment to their athletes. They provide their racers with the tools and resources they need to succeed at the highest level. Together, Heroic's racers will provide with everything they need to be competitive and successful in the ongoing Rennsport competition this 2023. See you on the tracks.
Anthony, representing the NACL here at Arcade Mania in LA. I got a very special guest here, Chris Masters, the man who actually just destroyed me in Mortal Kombat. How did it feel?
I didn't destroy you. I didn't even give you a fatality. I let him live. Friendship.
Oh yeah, the friendship. Yeah. Real friendship. But you know what builds friendship? Gaming. And we love gaming. What's your favorite video game of all time?
NBA 2K.
Valid. What year?
Oh, that's a good question. Let's take NBA 2K13.
Boom, 13 is the best one. If you could live in any video game, what would it be?
That's a good question. Maybe like the Legend of Zelda.
Yeah.
Super Mario World, man, just eating mushrooms, flowers.
If you could turn any video game into a movie, what would it be?
I don't know. I'm stuck on that one. I don't know. Can't think of one.
Well, hopefully we get some more video game movies in the future. What do you have coming up? How can we find you?
Yeah, November 7th, I'll be taking on Tyrus for the NWA World title. That's on Fight TV. April 7th, NWA.
Don't miss it. And you've been watching the NACL with Merc Anthony. Merc out.
Alini Esports' pitch to the UI Foundation's UIDEA program was instrumental in making the big stage event a reality. With the help of several campuses and local sponsors, victors from the 4 mainline competitions will share a total prize pool of $20,000. The scale far exceeds any event Alini Esports has previously hosted on its own turf, marking a significant milestone for the student club. While spectators can register for free VIP tickets for floor access, a Saturday reception, and several other perks were available at $50 for students and recent grads, while $100 for other adults. League of Legends, Rocket League, and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate will headline this event, and panelists from the esports industry will also share their personal and professional advice. Oregon Charter Academy is taking the popular hobby of video gaming and turning it into an interactive learning experience. Through its esports program, Orca, an opportunity to learn valuable STEM skills while participating in a team activity. It has approximately 40 student clubs, more than 200 yearly field trips, career and technical education programs, and monthly live sessions with NASA. Orca also offers related courses such as game design. Affiliated with the Mountain West region of PlayVS, a platform for high school esports. Orca's esports program provides students with an opportunity to practice and compete against other schools in titles like Rocket League and League of Legends. Orca invites parents and caregivers to attend an upcoming virtual info session to learn more about its many socialization and STEM opportunities. To find out more about Orca's programs and events, visit their website, OregonCharter.org. Howard University's Call of Duty esports team Cold Steel recently took home the first place and an $80,000 prize at the Mountain Dew Real Change Challenge esports tournament in Atlanta. The championship forms part of Mountain Dew's amazing commitment to uplifting and investing in Black entrepreneurs through the Mountain Dew Real Change Opportunity Fund, launched back in 2021. The competition sponsored a nationwide HBCU esports tournament in partnership with Gaming Community Co., which has previously helped 11 historically Black colleges and universities build state-of-the-art gaming labs to prepare for competitions. Cold Steel's win is a significant achievement for the team considering they had a limited gaming setup in their first competition. With the help of a partnership between Howard University, Verizon, and Gaming Community Co., the university was able to install an esports lab, which was crucial to Cold Steel's success. With the continued support of organizations like these, all students at historically Black institutions will eventually have the opportunity to participate in esports and compete at the highest level. University Esports Competition, the Aether League, which is an integration of the Amazon University Esports project, was set to go off this weekend of April the 9th in Spain. In case anyone needs a refresher, Amazon University Esports is the world's leading college esports league and has a presence in 16 countries on 4 continents. In Spain alone, more than 370 teams from 76 universities participate in the league. Their project is designed to offer students the esports opportunity to live a real competitive experience adapted to their needs, as well as promote talent, innovation, and creativity. With the total prize of this tournament summing up to 2,000 euros, the winning team will be receiving 1,000, and the runner-up will be receiving 500, and 250 will be going to each team, finishing 3rd and 4th. San Antonio Catholic University of Murcia, the Complutense University of Madrid, and the Polytechnic University of Catalunya and the University of Vigo will compete in the League of Legends and Valorant tournaments to demonstrate their skills in a more balanced and competitive environment. The semifinals took place on April the 2nd, and now the teams that make it to the final will be eligible to compete in the qualifiers for the Amazon University Esports Grand Finale on April the 15th. Well, that wraps up what I have for you guys today. I'm handing it over to you, Polly, to cover the rest of today's program. Thanks for hanging out, guys. See you next week.
Thank you for joining us for week number 7 of College Esports Now. I hope you're up to date with all the latest action and news in the college esports universe. From everyone at College Esports Now, we'll see you next week for all the hype storylines and competition in college esports.